Dennis,
All
is that
right.
real background right now? What do we got?
This is my real background.
Oh, your background's cool, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you guys. My name is Dennis Davila from La Oficina Geek in Puerto Rico. Congratulations on this new production.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I had a blast watching the movie. I laughed so hard with many of your scenes. You guys have a great chemistry. So, how was the filming experience?
Dylan.
Okay. Now we can't. Usually, we're used to doing these in person, so we look at each other, and that's our normal tell for who goes first. The shooting of the movie was amazing. I mean, Jenny and I have known each other now for about 4 to 5 years due to our meeting at a party in New York. So our chemistry is pretty locked in. But the shooting was great. It was just very hard physically for me personally while we were shooting in the winter of Bulgaria. So it was a lot. But the movie came out beautifully, so what else can we say? What we're hoping for.
Nice. Virginia?
Yeah, I echo everything that Dylan just said. I mean, we had so much fun making this movie, and Dylan and I go way back, and it was a really great experience. And our director, Roger Kummel, is such an incredible sensibility for comedy, and it was just fun. Like, I think it reads on screen that we had a lot of fun making the movie, and we really did.
Yeah, definitely read on the screen. So the film was based on a book, right, by Jamie Maguire. Did you read the book before filming? If so, did it influence on your performances?
Well, for me, ordinarily, I would always read the source material, but I think in this instance, we knew that we were doing a pretty big departure from the books. The books were written about 10 years ago, and we really needed to sort of bring these characters and make them 2023 friendly. So I didn't want to get too tied to the version of Abby that was in the books because we knew we were about to be making a pretty big departure and really using the books as a bit of inspiration, but really taking it in a new direction.
Definitely.
Yeah, and jumping off what Virginia said, I mean, I think for me, the most important thing is actually not just reading the books, which I didn't do, I should be clear, but reading how the fans reacted to the characters, because I think as an actor, that's the most accurate representation you can get for how a character is interpreted. And it's almost more accurate than using your own bias for reading a book for how to play a character. So we both did a lot of that. And that is kind of the launching platform of where we started.
Good. So what do you think it sets Beautiful Disaster apart from other romantic comedies?
I think what sets Beautiful Disaster apart is, I think often, especially in sort of the younger audience space, the relationships feel very dramatic and moody and dark, and it's just not real life. Relationships are so messy and funny in real life, and I think that's what our movie has. And I think hopefully people will find it to be a very refreshing take on that genre, and it's fun. It's a really fun movie.
Yes. Dylan?
Yeah, I think our movie is like a melting pot of a lot of genres, and I think subsequently it makes it a very fun movie-going experience, which I encourage people to see, and not only in theaters, but just in general. But we have action, we have comedy, we have romance, everything that makes a movie very fun. This feels like a movie that has been dragged right out of like early 2000s, late 90s. So
I felt that. Yeah, I felt that.
Which is a nice thing right now because there's very few movies like that. So I think we're uniquely primed to make an impact that way.
Definitely. So I have 2 minutes left. So can you tell me what's your favorite romantic comedy and how it influenced your work on this film?
I loved When Harry Met Sally, and I do think there's a flavor of that in our movie. And it does sort of feel like, I think a question that we get asked a lot is, do we think men and women can be friends without sex getting in the way? And I think When Harry Met Sally was asking that same question. So it's fun to do what feels like a new version of that.
Cool. Dylan?
I'm an anime guy, so I like Kaguya-sama Love is War. That's like,
yeah, I love that one, man.
that's like my favorite current rom-com. So I know that's not very untraditional to say, but that's like my rom-com of choice.
That's cool. That's cool. So, any final message? What message do you think the audience will take away from the movie?
I think that hopefully they're just going to be surprised with how fun the movie is, and I think people are going to go in expecting one thing, and hopefully are going to be really pleasantly surprised with what the movie is.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was really surprised, actually. So,
Yeah, I think like for the bullies out there, I will say like you might be dragged to watch Beautiful Disaster because you think it's like a YA rom-com, like young romance, and then you might walk out really enjoying the movie because it's very fast-paced, a lot of fighting. I think the pacing is amazing, and so just see it. I don't know what else to say.
Definitely. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. I really had a fun time. So I wish you well in your future careers. All right.
Thank you very much.